Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to share with you my favorite travel essentials that allow me to go all over Japan while just packing one backpack. Let's get started. One of the things I wanted to showcase today was how I keep everything nice and organized with all the little bits and travel essentials that you would need for Japan. This is a tech pouch slash desk caddy from alpaca. It's made out of X-PAC. So it's super durable and weather resistant. It's got the PU coated zippers so that rain or weather can't get into your gear. You could use this as sort of a sling. I've never used it like that. I use this as just my tech pouch here, but I do use this quite a bit outside of traveling because it can stand up on its own and acts really as a great desk caddy. There's a little magnet here so that when you flip this flap open, it keeps everything nice and tight for you. So this is a little zippered pouch from alpaca. It's made out of X-PAC. It's got the PU coated zippers to keep the rain and the weather out. And what a lot of people don't realize is when they go to Japan, cash is still very much king. More places are widely accepting credit cards now, but definitely in those little off the beaten path areas, you're gonna still have to use cash, which means you're gonna end up with a lot of change. So having a nice little pouch, a coin purse or a coin pouch to take with you is really a lifesaver. This one has two little zippers so you can throw in a little ticket or room key or maybe a ropeway ticket that you don't want to lose. You throw that in there. And then I just use this to keep all the little change that I collect from different stores and different places with me, so I have my coins on me. Good use case for this, we were biking the Shimanami Kaido and we had a gentleman on the ferry come up and he only took coins. So we had, a couple hundred yen to give him, and just nice to be able to keep track of your coins and other items. Quick heads up, none of this is sponsored. I've picked up all of this myself on my own. If you spot something you need for your next trip and want to get it through one of the links below, it does help out the channel and I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, next up we have the Peak Design packable tote. This thing is a lifesaver. I actually use it on the plane as my little plane bag. I throw my large 40-liter bag up in the overhead, and then I keep my tech pouch with all my little essentials that I need with me for the flight in this little tote bag. Another great use case for this is you just got back to the hotel and you're doing your last late night konbini run and you're loading up on your egg sandwiches or your onigiri from 7-Eleven. You have a nice little grocery bag here that folds up into nothing, and you can go and grab all your nightly groceries that you need. So yeah, it expands out pretty nicely. It weighs literally nothing, has a nice zipper here if you want to keep it zippered shut. When you go up to the konbini and they say "Fukuro irimasu ka," which is you want a bag, you won't have to pay another 3 to 5 yen for a plastic bag because you will have your own reusable packable tote bag. Yeah, you just kind of work it in there like that. Folds up real nice and tight. Has a little button clasp here. Just snap that shut and there you go. You have a nice lightweight packable tote. All right, next one here is a little travel wallet by Allet. I've put this one through the ringer. It's super lightweight. It's about the exact size of a passport. So it keeps your passport nice and protected. Has a couple card slots here for your cards, room key or anything you need to throw in there. There are little rubber sections of material placed in here to keep a grip on your cards. And then you have a place to hold your cash as well, and a little divider to keep your local currency or your yen separate. So it is made out of this ripstop material, which is nice and light and malleable. I throw it in my front pocket without any issues. I also have a couple pairs of pants that have zippered back pockets, and that fits in there nice and perfect there. So yeah, just a nice little light travel wallet from Allet. All right, so this thing has saved me many times. There's not a lot of places to hang your stuff in Japan. So this is a little Sea to Summit packable clothesline. It weighs absolutely nothing, as you can see in my hand here. It is very small. Sometimes the hotel dryers and laundry when you get back from the day are quite popular, and if you don't have time to dry or there isn't dryers available for your items, you can throw this line up there and hang it up, and all of your stuff is nice and dry and fresh for the next day. All right, so you one bag veterans will know exactly what this is. This is a gear aid carabiner or a hero clip. So it is functions like a carabiner, but has the added use of this hook here that can hang your bag on a hook, a ledge, the edge of a table, a chair at a restaurant. Really what this is to help you keep your nice bag off the ground. Where I appreciate this the most is the public bathrooms. I don't want my bag sitting on the floor in a public bathroom. Throw this on, clip it to your bag, hang it from the bathroom door. If there's not a hook, I mean, usually there's a hook, but if there isn't one, you can hang it off the bathroom door directly. You can hang it off a chair, as I'd mentioned, at a restaurant, and edges of tables. So anything that has an edge, this thing can hold on to it and keep your nice bag from sitting on the ground. So there you go. This one is another essential. As you know, getting to Japan from anywhere outside Japan takes a long time, oftentimes 10 to 14-hour flights. Nice to have a little blackout sleep mask that is really tiny and takes up no room. This one's from Manta. They have several models, a lot that seem probably even more comfortable than this, but this is their most compact, slim, low profile one. They have these eye cups here so that it doesn't give you pressure on your eyes. They actually Velcro on here, so if you want to change the angle to fit your face better. Can't tell you enough how nice it is to throw these on, black everything out on the plane, at a hotel room. You never know what kind of conditions you're gonna be in. So yeah, just a nice little sleep mask. All right, so this one here is just a little first aid kit from Coleman. I think this one cost me like $6 online on Amazon. So it's super cheap. It's in a nice little tin to keep everything safe from the weather. You'd be surprised at how often you would need to fix a little boo-boo while you're out exploring Japan. On our last trip, a member of our group actually did get a nice little cut, so we were able to clean it up and get her a Band-Aid. So yeah, just a nice little boo-boo kit here. I throw a couple lens wipes in here, to clean off any sunglasses or anything. And pro tip, in a pinch, if you have nothing but a little lens wipe here, it can be used to clean a wound. Yeah, my dad taught me that when I was like 10 years old. I've been doing that ever since, so thanks, Dad. This one's pretty simple. Just a MagSafe external battery pack from Anker. Keeps your phone and other devices all juiced up. I like this one because oftentimes I'm navigating with GPS or whatever, Google Maps, and I like to have my phone out without a cable kind of running to it. But it has a little stand here, so you can throw out that little kickstand. So if you want to watch a movie while you charge your devices, you can. But yeah, just a great little necessity to have for Japan to keep your phone all nice and charged up so you don't lose your way. All right, pretty self-explanatory. Over the ear, noise canceling headphones, great for the plane, great for those long 4-hour Shinkansen rides when you just want to black everything out and listen to some music. Next, we have a little wall plug from Anker. Super nice to have. A lot of the Kosoku bus or the highway buses in Japan have a little place for you to plug in a wall plug so you can charge your devices. My wife and I can each charge our devices at the same time. This has 3 different spots for it. And I'll even use this outside of traveling if I'm working from a different location. This actually replaces my computer charging cord. So I use this and pair that with a nice long USB-C cable. This one's a magnetic one that we have here. It's nice to have a longer one so that when you charge your devices, sometimes the wall plug is a little farther away. So yeah, just a nice little cable here. All right, pretty self-explanatory, little Kindle Paperwhite. Read some books on the plane or the Shinkansen, keep you entertained. All right, so for those of you who have ever been lost in the middle of the night, out in the middle of nowhere on some country road, it is super nice to have a flashlight. So this is a jet beam flashlight I've had for many years. It's rechargeable, has several different modes, has a little strobe mode there. Yeah, so you can change the output that you have. I think this is 1,000 lumen output, so it's super bright. Has a little pocket clip as well, and a magnet in case you need to stick it on a post or some metal stairs to light something for you. You want to be seen and you don't want to be hit by a car. All right, so this is pretty simple, but it's one of my favorites. This is just a reusable hand sanitizer bottle from Orbit Key. It is made out of aluminum, I believe, and it's got a little carabiner that it comes with. But one thing that's super nice, especially in Japan, is sometimes the bathrooms either have so many people waiting to wash their hands, or maybe they're out of soap. Sometimes you're getting off the subway, and instead of trying to find a place to wash your hands, you can just squirt some hand sanitizer here, and you're good to go. And you can run into that bakery that's right outside your subway stop. But one of my favorite one bag essentials, clips onto your little strap on the front of your bag, so you can have it with you at all times. All right, I can't tell you how many nice pairs of sunglasses I've destroyed or lost in my life. So these are a pretty reasonably priced pair off Amazon. One of the things I love about this is the carbon fiber arms, which make it really light, and they've got these grippers here, so it grips your face nicely. But yeah, super nice to have a cheap pair of sunglasses. I'll link them below so you can find them. But yeah, just worry-free. If these get destroyed, it is no big deal to replace these. All right, for those of you who saw my last video, you saw our little Eki stamp book. So this is just a cheap sketchbook from Amazon to collect all of your stamps from the train stations, the airports, the tourist information centers. Sometimes their ryokans will have their own stamps, but it's nice to have something to capture all of those fun memories in. We got a sketchbook with thicker pages so that the stamps wouldn't bleed onto the next page, and this one actually has a perforated edge. One of the projects we want to do in the future once we fill up this stamp book is take these out and frame each of them and hang them up on a wall. All right, so this one might seem a little weird, but this is a bungee cord system from Model. It's got these holes all over the place, so you can customize how big you want this to be or how tight you want it to be. So many different uses for this, whether it's fixing a strap on your backpack that may have broken, or attaching things to your backpack to add capacity. On a recent trip, I actually used this for my friend. He had forgot his belt, and we rigged him up a quick belt that he could use all day, and he did. He used it all day until we could get over to a Daiso and get him, another belt for like 100 yen. But yeah, just a great thing to have. If you ever rent a bike in Japan, a lot of times they're those mamachari bikes with the baskets in the front, and you throw your bag in there. It's just a great way to secure any of your gear down, or if it has a rack on the back and you need to go get groceries or something, it can definitely help you out if you forget a belt or need to strap something down. All right, so I'm not gonna talk too much about toiletries, but one thing I do wanna mention and emphasize is that deodorant is very hard to come by in Japan. One night I dived deep down into a Reddit thread and was reading about the crystal deodorant, which is really like a solid salt block. And what I found is this, in combination with this charcoal and magnesium deodorant from Schmidt's, is really the winning combination for me. So you do about 20 swipes on each side with the crystal, and then you throw on the Schmidt's, and I'm good to go for like 48 hours with this combination. Again, not to get too much into the toiletries or personal care, but This is a carbon fiber comb that I've had forever. It weighs absolutely nothing. It is feather light, super strong, nice to have. So definitely think about bringing that with you. In Japan, a lot of the hotels will have provided toiletries for you, or they are available upon request. You know, instead of having your nice comb that you know and can depend on, you'll get something like this in Japan, where it's just a little cheap plastic thing, which it, you know, can do the job, but it is nice to have your own dedicated comb that you know and trust if you use a comb. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful, and I hope this helps you get you ready for your next trip to Japan. We'll see you in the next one. 日本にいる皆さん、見てくださってありがとうございました。これからもよろしくお願いします。